Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. I'm so excited, you guys. I am back with another Nights with Nora. And as you guys know, I have a very special guest this week. We are talking about self care through the holidays, y'all. So I'm so excited to be talking about this topic. We're in the middle of a self care challenge here in Girl Talk Inc. And we're on day 7. And y'all, I am really enjoying my self care. I'm excited about one that's coming up, and I know this is like a teaser, and I'm giving y'all. I'm telling y'all ahead of time, but it's a day when you guys get to buy yourself flowers and go out for coffee. And I'm looking forward to flowers and Starbucks. So I'm very excited about this self-care challenge. And I hope you ladies have joined. If you have not joined, you can go over to our website, or you can go over to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and just drop a purple heart in your name, which will come up with your tag. And we'll add you guys to our self-care challenge that we are doing. And at the end of that challenge, you will be able to receive a prize from one of our founders, and you will get that, and you guys will be, listen, this is refreshing. This is what we need. We need self-care through the holidays. And I have none other than Miss Bree Graham here with us today. Y'all say hi to her. And guess what? This is her first time on Girl Talk Inc. So y'all make sure y'all say hello to her, shout her out, and welcome her into this wonderful community. We're so happy to have you today, Bree. We're so happy that you came in and joined us. And we're just gonna have some chit chat tonight and talk with the girls. It's a lot of ladies in here who have been saying, Nora, we need to do more self-care. We need to talk more about self-care. Somebody's telling you hello. I can't see you guys. So if you guys want me to see your names, log into StreamYard. That way I can see your names and we can shout you out in the comments. As you guys go. So, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Breanna, and then I let her talk a little bit about herself as well, because she is a phenomenal woman. And I got a chance to do an interview with them last week on their show, and they have actually a radio show, which is really, really cool. Herself, she's a co-host with another phenom, which is Miss Jennifer, and they do a show, and we talked about a lot about on that show is about sabotaging ourselves and not being able to get to that next level in our careers, and all of that stuff that you go through as a business owner a little bit on that show. So that was a really cool experience to be with those ladies that day. Now she's over here on Girl Talk Inc. and she's going to talk to us about self-care through the holidays. And she definitely has children, you guys, and she's a business owner. So she has all of that balance going right now, trying to figure out a way to balance herself. And I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about who she is. So Breanna Graham is an economic entrepreneur empowerment coach. I like that title, as well as a certified executive coach and financial coach. She's a native of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Her passion exudes her when it comes to empowering people not to live beneath their worth and educating the community on basis of economics. Outside of her benevolent ambition, Breanna is an attentive wife and doting mother to her 4 beautiful children. Her family is the driving force behind her high energy and motivation. Breanna Graham is also the owner of Breanna Graham LLC and P Win Empowerment Network ambassador. Ooh, I like that. You sound really good. I'm a paper. All right, Breanna, tell them a little bit about yourself, just some things that you want the ladies to know about who you are, and what kind of brought you over here to Girl Talk Inc.
Yeah, for sure. So that sounds really fancy on paper. I will say, I want to read that again myself. I actually had somebody write it for me, but when you read it, I was like, oh, what was that?
Right.
Yes, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nora. Thank you for inviting me on your platform, inviting me to your community. I never take that for granted. I'm always extremely humble, extremely appreciative when anybody invites me to be a part of what's special to them, be a part of what they're building, right? So again, I do thank you so much. And hey, everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Breanna Graham. Everyone calls me Bree, aka Coach Bree. I am a economic entrepreneur empowerment coach. And I love that title because I love to empower economics. Like I love money, and I'm not afraid to say it. I love money, and I love helping people make money. I love helping people manage their money. I love helping people grow their money. So whenever it comes to economics, I just love how we can make our dollars circulate in our community and amongst each other. I'm also a coach to entrepreneurs. I actually have a team of entrepreneurs that I coach personally. They get all my personal time. I love entrepreneurship. I feel like our economy can extremely could just thrive if entrepreneurs were able to be in a space where they're comfortable and where they're free and where they're able to be creative. So again, I coach. I'm a certified executive coach, have been since 2018. Whenever I first started coaching, I wanted to coach entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs just didn't have the money to pay me the money I wanted initially.
So true.
So I had to change it. I had to change my business model up a bit. And in that changing of a business model, I became a financial coach that coaches, trains, and develops financial coaches. So I have a team of financial coaches that I coach, train, and develop to become financial coaches, to go out into their communities and teach them the things that I've learned. And I guess I should say what I learned. So just a little bit about me as well. I am a mom. I'm a mom of four. My babies are 12, 10, 4, and 1. My 1-year-old, he'll be 2 next month. Thank God. Um,
Wow.
oh my gosh. So we're getting out of that baby stage. But just a little backstory, I didn't grow up learning about money. A lot of us didn't. That's just that. We lived overdraft to overdraft. That's all I got. And then I got introduced to a company and they taught me how to fix my finances. We applied the concepts to our life and I decided to go teach other people how to do it. So that's how I became an economic empowerment coach, entrepreneur empowerment coach, financial coach, all of those things. And having money leads to self-care.
Yes.
It's easy to care for yourself whenever you know that your money is being managed, right? Whenever you know that you're not wasting a whole bunch of spaces. So I'm gonna let you take over because I'll take over this whole.
No, I love it. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm so happy to have you here. Like I said, I know we were talking off, backstage a little bit about that too. Just being busy. You said you were a mom of four. You said you got a 1-year-old, and the 1-year-old alone is a full-time job. Like
Here,
people don't realize. I
here,
think people's kids grow up and they forget how hard it is to have babies, and so we forget as women to give those women with those little bitty babies a little bit more grace because they absolutely need it, you guys. And
yes,
so we're talking about self-care today and how to manage self-care through the holidays. And I know that you said you have 4 kids, and I know a lot of you ladies out there have children as well. And if you don't have children, you probably got parents, and you're probably aunties, and you probably got folks that you have in your life that may be dependent on you this holiday season.
right.
So we're here today to try to find some cues and tips on how we can manage ourselves through these busy holidays. So I'm gonna jump right into it, which it says. So tell the ladies a couple of ways that you try to manage or get some self care. What it even. Let's talk about. Let's go back. I'm gonna rewind back. What
Yeah.
does self care mean to you when you hear that word self care? What pops in your mind, or what do you think about when you hear that word self care?
When I hear the word self-care, it makes me want to be selfish in a very good way. Right? I mean, but truly, because as moms, as women, as aunties, as parents, grandparents, I don't, whatever it is, as women, we spend so much of our time pouring into other people. So much of our time just pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring, right? And then whenever it's time for us to have a little time for us or whatever, we feel guilty because we're like, oh, that's selfish, or
Mm.
it's the mom guilt, or it's the guilt, the guilt, the guilt. And I've had to learn to completely just erase that from my mind. I'm like, it is not Brie, cut it. No, no guilt. There's no guilt if I want to take a nap. And there's no guilt if I want to let those dishes sit till tomorrow. Okay? Because
Yes.
I grew up in a house you don't let dishes sit in the sink. But y'all, who gonna wash my dishes?
Exactly.
Because
Oh my goodness, I'm
as
with you
an
100% on
entrepreneur,
that.
you know what I mean? Like I mean, you can ask my
100.
husband. He's like, "You've been in your office most of the day." I know. You think I'm in here for fun? Like I'm not from the
Exactly. Oh my
40s,
God.
right? But no, really, it really gives me permission to be selfish without feeling guilty. That's what
Mm.
self care means to me.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Like, wow. So many moms, they feel that mom guilt or that just guilt for even taking any type of time for yourself. I know y'all ladies can relate to it. I know all of us aren't moms, like I said before, but we as women, it's just hard to get as incubators and carers, and everybody expect you to be always on. I remember saying, hearing somebody say, it's okay to be off. And I'm like, well, if it's okay for me to be off, that means I'm always on. And as women and as moms and as caregivers, we're always on. We're just always on it. And I think in our westernized culture, it has been popular to always be busy. And we like
Mm-hmm.
that term booked and busy. Oh, we're booked and busy. And that's like a halo or some
I
type of
don't.
crown or badge of honor if you're booked and busy. But when you
Mhm.
actually get booked and busy, it's very, very strenuous and you have no time for yourself. And I think that we need to wear the self-care badge like a badge of honor more than we need to wear the one that are being busy, 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 busy. Because sometimes, somehow, I feel like our worth is wrapped up in how busy we are and
Yeah.
how much we have on our plate. And that's not always needs to be the case, in my opinion. But as we go, as we go into this self-care challenge, and as I was doing it with you ladies, and as we've been doing it through the holidays, I found myself not even doing the days. I was so busy trying to make sure everybody else was getting a break that I forgot to give my own self a break. And it was a whirlwind, and we forget about ourselves so much. And I hope you ladies can tune out everything, even for this hour or 30 minutes or whatever that we're on here today. Take time to tune out and listen to these ways to get you some self care. Okay, get
Mhm.
you some self care. Do some of the things that you needed to do. So, Miss Bree, how do you? Or I'm gonna call you Coach Bree. Can we call you Coach Bree on here while we
Absolutely. Yeah, that's
here?
fine.
How do you practice self care in your own personal life? How do you get out there and really get to do you some self care?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just talk about what I'm doing currently. So you talked about being booked and busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. Like my days have been. I prayed for these days to be busy and to be booked and to make money, right? Like these are the
Yes.
days I prayed for. And now that I'm here, I'm like, whoo, uh-uh. We're not doing that right now. You go ask daddy. See, you want to see what it's like to be. This is mother life. It's my office door is closed. That means you don't come in. And my
Right.
4-year-old, oh, mama, no, delegate. So bosses do delegation.
Right.
No, but you pray to be busy. You pray to be booked, right? Because I remember whenever I first started and went full time into entrepreneurship, there was days I was looking at my calendar like there is nothing on here. You think you hopping out entrepreneurship and you just gonna be booked, 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 right? Well, I'm full time. I mean, my calendar about to go off.
Oh man.
No, it wasn't nothing on there.
Not a thing.
Not a I'll get one appointment a week or something and I'd be excited. But now I'm having like 7, 8 appointments a day,
Ooh,
right?
right.
And I'm just like, crap, I am truly booked. So this week I closed off my entire Saturday. My husband's birthday is the 14th. So I closed off my entire Saturday to like have time for myself and to have time with my husband away from our children.
Ooh, yes. I like
I'm
that.
excited. Look, I'm excited about that. But really, it's just really booking off that time for yourself. So another thing that I do, like I booked off my Saturday. Monday is the one day that I take off for myself.
Mm.
Like I can't help you. Y'all having a problem. I got other people on my team. We got to figure it out. Like I literally can't help because if if I help you, like then that takes away from my day to recoup because I literally work 6 days a week for the most part. One week I work 13 days straight. You know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, entrepreneurship is great. You get to make your own schedule, but you still have to work a lot. So it's
Mm-hmm.
being mindful of the time that you have to take for yourself. And guess what I did, girl? Never watched TV. I watched Hoarders Monday.
Wow.
I was like, I am sitting down watching TV. This is crazy. And my best friend came over. We just sat and watched Hoarders together and like watched the kids do their thing. And it felt good. You would think I needed to run a bubble bath. I needed to go get a massage. I need to go get my nails done. I really need to get my hair done. That's for a different day. You would think like you need to do all these things, but just to sit and do something that a normal person would do,
That part. Yeah.
that felt good. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt
Mm.
so renewed and rejuvenated whenever I came into today. I'm like, oh, I got to rest yesterday.
Wow.
My
That part where
husband
you
did
said
dinner.
sitting down like a normal person.
My husband did dinner yesterday. Like I didn't have to cook. I
Mm.
washed the dishes while he was cooking. Like it was it was good. I'm like, now this whatever feels good, right?
Right.
I think that's
Mm.
what it is. Whatever feels good to you. Because
Yeah.
it's not only gonna be the same for everybody.
Yeah. 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 I agree with that too. That's so good. You know what you said about just being a normal person. I feel like when you outside of self-care, it really takes you away from being your normal self or who you are and who the core being of who you are. You get so busy and so caught up in all the things that are going on in your life. You get further and further away from who you are. And I think I made a post the other day about returning back to yourself or returning home to who you
Mm-hmm.
originally were. And I remember looking at self-care a few years ago, it had to be, and even hearing that term, and I'm like, what the heck is that? I need to do some of that. And when I really began to dig in, not even knowing what I liked, right? Because I had been doing what everybody
Mm-hmm.
else wanted me to do for so long, eating chicken nuggets with the kids, just doing a bunch of crazy stuff that don't have nothing to do with me or that I like, just doing it for convenience or to get somebody else's job done, just rushing, rushing, moving, moving. And before it was my kids, it was my career. And before my career was school. And before it was school, I was home and I was one of the older kids. So I was taking care of my siblings. So I've never in my life had a chance to just be free. So when I heard these terms, I'm like, what the heck do I do? Because I don't even know what my favorite ice cream is. I don't even know where I like to go. And I started discovering these places and y'all found Target. And it's just been a blessing. Like the Lord,
I
I
went
feel
this
like Target
morning.
and Chick-fil-A go hand in hand for a reason. Like they're around each other for a reason. Like they is such a good place to be to go and get you some self-care.
I went
And
to
I was
Target
talking to
this
you about
morning,
that too,
girl.
Bree, is when I go park in the Target parking lot and I just eat some ice cream or I have a snack and I'm just by myself because I've never valued free time so much, that alone time. And I think everyone needs that time to be with themselves in that creative space, or whether it's just resting space or just to, just to relax, to do absolutely nothing and be with yourself and find out who you are as an individual and what you like and what you enjoy and what who you are as a woman. We need that
Mhm.
time and that space to be there. Somebody said part of my self-care is now keep my phone on do not disturb for the whole day. That's Tiffany. So I can prioritize what I need to be prioritized. Somebody else told us hello. I don't know who you guys are unless you check in. So if you do say something, just say your name at the end. Hey, Buata. And then, so if y'all checking in at the bottom, I can't see y'all names. I can't see everybody. But hello, hello. So happy you guys are joining. If y'all can like this video, share it. We'd be so happy for you guys to do that as well. I'm talking with Miss Bree tonight, and we're talking about self-care through the holidays because I think it's so incredibly important. She just gave us a list of things that she's doing, and she said something that really got me thinking, and that is just be normal. Be normal to me, I interpret it as getting back to who you are and what you enjoy as a person. So, as you go through the holidays and you're in Christmas, what are some things you specifically do around, like your kids and around gifts and around the dinners and all of the stuff that's going on in the holidays? What are some stuff or some advice that you can give us? I see you with your head. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, when I thought about you asking a question like this, I was like, okay, I don't even like Christmas.
Right.
Can I just throw that out there? Like, I don't even know why I don't like Christmas, but my kids love it. you know,
Right. Oh
I've
man.
never liked Christmas, and I want to like it so badly because everybody else does, and I don't want to be a Grinch. But I hate Christmas. I just don't like
Really? Why don't
it.
you like Christmas?
I don't know because I have the most festive mother ever. Like she
Wow.
loves putting up Christmas lights and Christmas trees and Christmas cookies and Christmas.
Oh my God.
Oh my! And the pictures and the pajamas and like my mom probably just overdid it for me. So I'm just like I'm an adult. I don't have to do this
Right.
anymore. But then my
Wow.
daughter loves it like my mom. But for me to keep my sanity, oh, I don't even know. I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
That's so funny that you don't like Christmas.
I
I used to not like it too though. So I'm right there with you.
think I'm getting better as my second set of kids are getting older. Because I got the 10 and the 12, and then the 4 and the 1. And the 10 and the 12, I was so broke. Like, Christmas was it was so stressful because we just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like honestly, you have to think about buying things that you really don't have the money to buy because you really got bills to pay, but really everybody else is buying their kids presents, so you really feel like you gotta. That's like it's like
Yes.
to me, right? And to me,
Mm.
that causes stress. So if I can remove that stress from my life, like I would prefer to. I kind of had a tiff about this earlier this week because somebody said something about me getting my kids what they want, and I'm like, no, I will get them what I can afford. I'm not gonna get them what they want. If what they want is in my budget of what I can afford, then yeah, they can get what they want. But I'm not. I don't like that.
Right. Exactly.
That is a form of self care. Like I'm not going broke over a day, and my
Wow.
kids ain't got nothing from last Christmas.
Mm. So do your kids do they make a big deal about Christmas or
They
how are the
do.
grandparents with it?
And my mom is, like I said, she's over the top.
So extra.
Yeah, my dad gives money, and I mean, honestly, like we'll do like gingerbread houses and like the things, and it's not so bad once I get into it. But I'm just grinchy in the process.
Right.
But honestly, I guess the self care part of it would be like I'm a person who loves to make memories. Like I will do any like, and I have to remind myself it's not about the gifts, it's about the memories that we're
Right.
creating in the process. So I really need to put up my Christmas tree. I'm gonna do it when we get off of here today. Cause I'm like, oh, I gotta put it. I really don't want to, but I gotta do it, you know. But now I'm like, well, you know, my 4-year-old is really gonna enjoy putting up the Christmas tree. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm just
Right.
trying to
Right.
talk myself around the negative
Do.
connotations that are there. I'm getting better, y'all. I'm gonna get next year when we come around to this subject, I'm gonna be better.
Right. You're gonna have a different outlook.
I'm a positive
Right, right,
affirmation.
right, right.
Help
Well, that's
talk
good. You
my
know
way
what? When
through
I was asking
Christmas.
you about all of this, I don't think you ever mentioned to me that Christmas wasn't your thing or you didn't like it.
Oh,
But I used to hate Christmas because I worked in retail. And
oh,
so like I hated the idea of Black Friday. So like Black Friday all the way to the first of the year was like torture. So
oh,
y'all know anybody who worked in retail and then turn around and be the manager of that, all that craziness. It was insane. So I hated Christmas. I didn't have kids either. So it was just like I would see all these smiling faces and everybody lighting up trees, and I'm over here like the Grinch that stole Christmas. Like, ugh, can y'all go home? Like, ugh, like I just be annoyed with every customer that come through the door. Like, look, another one, another one, another one, and people would flood in there, and then the next day after Christmas, come and return everything. So I'm like, I have the nerve to come in here and destroy the store, and then come back and throw everything back that you don't want, and destroy the store again. So yeah, I hated Christmas. I was right there with you. Like me and Christmas, I was the Grinch that stole Christmas. I was such a Grinch, a Scrooge, or whatever you want to say. But
same.
after I had kids, I said, well, let me go get me a Christmas sweater. Let me go get me, I'm gonna be like your mom. I do the
You
Christmas
probably
cookies. I
are.
got the gingerbread house, and I got cocoa bombs, y'all. Like I'm overly.
I did buy hot cocoa. Like I feel like I'm making progress. I ordered a new Christmas tree.
You did? Oh, that's
It
good.
came from Target. They dropped it on my porch. So I feel like I'm
Yeah.
making progress.
Good. You
As
gotta post a
I'm
picture or
older.
something of your tree or something. We want to see it.
I'm even
Yeah,
planning to
that's
go
so
to a
funny.
Christmas party this year. So, ooh,
Right.
funny. That's so
I'm
funny.
over here laughing, cracking up. But anyway, Miss Glenda, she's on here. She says, right. Okay, I see y'all names now. Y'all checking in. Great, great. Who else is that? Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey,
Jennifer saying hi to you,
Jen.
Miss Bree. She said hi. Okay, so y'all, this is another thing that I just want to I had something on here I wanted to read to you guys real quick, but I'm gonna sum it up because I think this lady, I grabbed this article, you guys, when I was doing some research on self-care through the holidays, because I really want to know specifically in the holidays what we could do to really do something for ourselves. And she talked about the power of saying no. Just say no, like like you said, Bree, just say no. Like, I'm not doing it, I'm not going, because I know we get invited to Christmas parties, we get invited to all types of things, and we don't know who to buy for. We're just all jumbled up, like, who should I buy for, this and that. Is power in saying no. If you can't make it, if you can't afford it, if you can't do it, you don't want to do it, don't care to do it, a no is just fine. Saying no with no excuse. And sometimes I say no and I'm like, oh, I feel so bad because I'm like used to saying yes, and it's just boundaries going into place. So, Bria, I'm gonna ask you this question next. So, how
Mhm.
do you say no, or how is it with your no's to folks during this time of the year?
Listen, can
And
I give a disclaimer? I am such a nice person, y'all.
she is, y'all. She really is.
I realize I am probably one of the most genuine people you're ever gonna meet in your life. But if I say no, I mean it. Like,
Yeah.
and that's just one word that I kind of don't like play with. Once I say, like, even my kids, if I say no and I'm like, no, like
Right.
I mean it, or I'll be like, unfortunately, like, that's something I can't do today. And I've had to learn to create those boundaries, and especially with the holidays. Listen, kids, they will try to play you. No, people will try to play you.
Yes.
No, like, no,
No, ma'am.
no, and then and don't even apologize. Like, you should. I feel like we shouldn't have to apologize for saying no.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I'm so sorry. And I have to tell people all the time, don't apologize to me. That is not something, like, you know what I mean? No.
Right.
Don't apologize. That is nothing to apologize for. You said what you meant, and that's okay. It's okay
Yeah.
to say what you mean, because that's a boundary that you create for yourself. Don't apologize for the boundaries that you create. Let your no be your no and your yes be your yes. With my friend, she came on the hey baby. My friend, she came on the show lat not this past Friday, but the Friday before. And one thing that she said that stuck with me is, if it's not a H yes, then it's a no. Like, if it's not like an absolute yes, then don't think about it. It's a no. You know what I mean? So I was like, girl, I like that. I'm taking it.
Yeah. Say that no and stand on it.
You know
Absolutely. I love that. I love that I get permission to say no. And I'm like you, I try to be a really nice person to people. And people really don't take you serious sometimes when you say that no. But I just learning to say no without any excuses. I always felt rude, like, right? You always feel
Mhm.
like I just told her no and I didn't even tell her all a million things that I could have said. But I think it's just okay to say no. And I think people on the other side of that no need to respect people when they tell you no. And it be okay. You know what I mean? Say you no, and that should be okay with folks. Um,
So
yes,
I would
ma'am.
bring this
Yes,
over
ma'am.
here
Say
because
no. Hey, hey, girl. Hey, Lulu. My cousin's on there. Hey, you guys. If you guys are just checking in or just tuning in, we're talking about self care. We almost actually done with this, but we're talking about self care through the holidays, and we were talking about the power of saying no. Somebody said, "Don't apologize, Bree. That's good. Don't apologize. You gotta set boundaries for yourself." So yeah, absolutely, 100%. You guys, you need to say no this holiday season. And another thing that I found, you guys, is to buy yourself a gift. Okay, listen. I'm all about self care and self gifting as well. So listen, I don't wait on anybody to make me happy or to try to get my gift. Is that yours?
I bought it
I love
Monday.
it. Y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments what y'all getting yourself this holiday, because we need to gift ourselves. I love that she, but hold your gift up one more time, because did you buy that for yourself,
I bought it
Bree?
Monday for myself. My AirPods, my pros.
I love it. I love it. Yes, ma'am. So we're gifting ourselves this holiday, y'all. if you have a gift that you dying to get and you just hoping somebody purchases or may know what you want, get it yourself. I learned that a long time ago. If I want to have a
Yourself.
birthday party or celebrate myself, I do it myself. I don't leave my happiness up to any other human being, not even my husband. Because sometimes he go in there and get the wrong thing, child. And then I'm mad at my husband on my birthday and I don't have the time, or Christmas. So, and y'all know how he is. The people who know my husband just out of touch when it comes to gifting. But anyway, I love him. He's,
He
he's an incredible
tried.
husband. But listen, gifts, no, no. But anyway, if you guys do not leave that up to anybody else, if you want to
No.
buy yourself a gift this holiday, buy yourself a gift this holiday. Do something nice for yourself. If it's a massage, if it's a trip, if you can afford it and it's within your means, I encourage you to do it for yourself. Even if it's a small
Yeah.
thing, it may be you may be on a tight budget this year, or you may not can afford it, or maybe you can't afford it and you just been holding the money. Hey, do something nice for yourself this holiday season. And
Mhm.
don't feel guilty about it. Don't do nothing like that. You do it, you deserve it, you earned it. If you're a mom, if you're a woman, if you work, if you do all those things, you deserve to do something nice for yourself. Okay. So y'all do that. But anyway,
For sure.
I'm so happy you held up your headphones, Bree. Did you have something to say?
Yeah.
I've probably been running my mouth.
No, you're good. I was like, my case came in today. Got my headphones Monday. I mean, and I was gonna get I was gonna get the ones that weren't as expensive as this, and I was like, no, I I I worked hard, and I am gonna get the headphones that I want. I don't care how much they cost. I'm gonna get them, and I'm gonna be happy, and I'm happy. So, got my gift. Didn't wait on nobody to get it for me. Ordered it myself at Target. Went to Hello Target. You
Target.
said
We
Target.
should
I
be
was
getting
like,
paid to advertise for Target at this point.
went to Target Monday. Or picked
I'm
it
trying
up
to
in the
Target. Y'all
parking
need to pay
lot.
us for an ad. But
Girl.
yeah, absolutely, y'all. Y'all get what y'all want. Listen, I don't
Yes.
even know if somebody's husband's gonna be mad at me, but we need our boyfriends or whatever. Y'all gonna be mad. But
I
listen,
worked for
we taking
mine.
charge this holiday. What'd you say?
I said I worked for mine. I said,
Exactly. We work for
hey,
ours. So
hey, it was good. I was gonna say too, if you have not read A Nice Girls Don't Get book, if you have a problem with boundaries and saying no, this is one of them. This is one of
what
the
is it
books.
called? What is it called? One more time.
This one is Nice Girls Don't Get the Corner Office.
Oh, okay, good. Y'all
But
screenshot that.
yes, sorry, let me hold it up so I'm
Hold
seeing.
it up one time so they can screenshot
Woo!
it.
By
Can y'all see that? Okay.
Lois P. Frankel. It is about how we are put in a position to be girls because that's all we hear. I
Mm,
listen, you're a good girl. It's something about a girl, and she was like, no, we are women. Like we should not be treated as girls. You know what I mean? She's like, we need
right.
to be treated as women. So that's why whenever that's one reason why we can't stand on our no is because we're so used to apologizing as girls. But whenever
Oh,
you stand in your power as a woman, you stand on that no, and you stand in you stand in that power of who you are as an adult. But she has a couple of good series, and I've read two of them. Nice Girls Don't Get Rich and Nice Girls Don't Get the Corner Office. So if you're in
ooh.
business or you are at a corporate job, I read both of them, one when I was in corporate and one when I was thinking about entrepreneurship. And they're both really good. So
That's
that made
good.
me that made me stand on my words.
Right. And I was just gonna ask you that next. What are some people that you may listen to get inspiration on self-care or podcast? I know you said that book. Is it anybody else we should be interested in, or anybody you listen to on podcast or YouTube or
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If any, I love Eric Thomas from A
oh
Man.
yeah, he's a good one.
I love
Yes, Eric.
EP. All things EP. I listen to Secrets to Success every Thursday. I am not behind on an episode, so if you are not, I feel like he should be sponsoring me for as much as I recommend that podcast YouTube channel. Another one is Patrice Washington. If you don't know who she is going to change your life in more ways than one. I know we have some coaches out there. Courtney L. Sanders is an amazing coach to follow on Instagram, on everything. She's phenomenal. And Rachel Rogers. Oh my gosh. If you don't know, I am a book queen. Okay. Like, I love to read. I read like crazy. And I have a book I want to show you. I just don't know what it is. Oh my gosh. So Rachel Rogers, if you do not follow her, she has a book. It's called We Should All Be Millionaires.
I gotta
Rachel
get some of these
Rogers.
written down. You gotta send me a copy of,
I will.
message me
Girl,
these
look at me
folks.
getting up. I'm like, where is my oh I just had to reach over to my bookshelf.
Go ahead.
I'm here, girl. We back.
We will wait on you. We will wait because we want information. You said
Yes.
Rachel Rogers is her name?
Yep. Rachel Rogers.
Okay, I'm writing her down. I know Eric Thomas. Who was the other person you said before that?
Courtney L. Sanders.
Okay. And Courtney L. Sanders. All right. I'm taking notes myself, y'all, because listen, just as much as I'm preaching to y'all, I need help too, because listen, my life be just as crazy. I am no different. I'm not a superhuman.
If you didn't write down Patrice Washington, write her down too.
Who is it? Patrice
Washington.
Okay. Patrice Washington. I got her. All right, ladies. I hope y'all taking notes and y'all listening very closely to these names. I'm gonna put them in the group as well for you guys to see, because we need to get some info. Do you ever do Audible or ebooks? Do you listen to them on there?
What?
Yeah. Me too. That's my favorite.
Well, I have 144 books on ebook.
What? You are a bookworm.
I am. It's all I do. Right now, I'm listening to The Science of Getting Rich. So I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's kind of
The Science of Getting Rich.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can't see it because the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of blurry on the screen, but I got it down. Who is that by?
It's by Wallace D. Wattles.
Dang, I need to recommend some of my books to y'all too. With my memory, I can't remember nothing.
I need a book. Come to me.
Wow, that's awesome. So you listen to Audible and everything. So ladies, y'all hear that? When y'all at Target Park, here we go Target. We plug in Target again. Y'all need to give us some money. Y'all can listen to these on Audible and those podcasts as well. What else is it? Audible. It's a lot of them out there y'all can listen to.
And
I'm
honestly, before I bought these two, I listened to them on Audible first.
Oh, okay.
And so they're on Audible. And would you mind if I referred back to something you said and make a book recommendation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and then I'm done. I promise I'm done taking over.
No. I want you to go.
So you said something earlier in our chat about finding our worth and being busy. Like we find our worth in being busy. If you have not read The Worthy Project, I highly suggest it's only on Audible. Only on Audible. It's called The Worthy Project.
What is one more time? The Worthy
Project.
Worthy Project. Gotcha.
I'm gonna tell you who it's by. Hold on. I've read it like 3 times. It's so good. By Meadow. MEADOW. DEVOR. V as in Victor.
Okay.
That book is going to change your life about feeling worthy as a woman. And I can honestly say that was one area that I battled for a long time. And it was not until I found my worth that I was able to care for myself unapologetically.
Wow. That's so good. I love how you have layers, Bree. I feel like you have so many layers because even though you're a financial coach, you have so many other layers. That's just not it. Like, I feel like you're still unwinding, right? Like, we all love a good read, but it's more than it's just you telling us about books. I feel like you got a lot of layers in here we need to dig out. I like this. And I was thinking about something I'm getting ready to go into, which is called The Vow. And we talk a lot about self-worth and who we are as a woman and identity. And I feel like with the layers that you're literally unfolding in front of us right now, we're all getting to witness this, that even though you're a financial coach, you're teaching us on relationships, you're teaching us on self-image and self-love as well. So you got layers, and I love that. I feel like when women come on here, they able to free their layers, and I'm seeing a side of you that I haven't been able to see before. So I like that. I think it's incredible.
Thank you.
And as we go on, like I said, I know this is only supposed to be 30 minutes and we went way over our time, but I
On
just
my
want you to
day
know that
off.
I love that about you, and that you're able to express that to the public and to women, and they can glean from the layers that you had, even though they're not what you're doing right now for a living, that as time goes on, that'll continue to develop. You know what I mean? I don't know what else is coming. I feel like something is coming with that. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I
I
don't
love it.
know,
I
but
love
I
it.
love it. But this, like I said, ladies, get into what she said, those books, those podcasts. Please do things around and surround yourself with yourself, because you only get one shot at yourself. You are the equation in everything you do. And if you are not in a good place, if you're not healed, if you're going through depression, if you're going through trauma, if you are hurting, nobody around you will be well. You are the owner of that home. As mothers, as even if you're a single person and you're going into a marriage, or you're going into a relationship, or you plan on running a household, you have to be at peace with who you are as a human being in order to do that properly. And you can do that through self-care, you guys. I'm not saying this from a far off thing. I'm telling you this because it works, and I've seen it work in my own life, coming from someone who has been through all types of trauma and having to find a center for who I am as an individual, in doing self-care and doing that back work that Bree was talking about before, that you have to do to get to where you are now. And with that, with the books and the podcast and the constantly being around women, or even you guys coming here today, is a step toward getting better and self-healing and getting into self-care, even giving yourself permission to love yourself. Because some of us have even ran away from the idea of permission to give myself. I don't even have a right to love me. I'm so guilty. I'm so wrong. I've done nothing to deserve this. That mentality has to drop first before you can even sit and enjoy Starbucks, right? Because some of us don't even feel worthy. And so I wanted to make sure I addressed that part as well. So if there's anybody out there that's not feeling worthy, that's feeling guilty, that needs to be addressed as well. I want you guys to know that you are absolutely worthy and you are enough. Okay. And that's what I got. Do you have any last words for them, Bree? I know we went way over our time, but I love the conversation so much. Do you have any last words for the ladies, or any more thoughts on the subject we talked about today, or something you want to add?
I mean, my only thing would be to piggyback off of what we've reiterated so many times, and that's to give yourself permission to be selfish, and give yourself permission to love yourself. Give yourself permission to dig. Give yourself permission to dream. We get so caught up in everything else and we forget our dreams. So give yourself permission to do those things. Dream
Right.
more than anything. So that's all I got.
And that was good. So thank you so much for coming. Like, I really enjoyed this conversation. I feel like it went way more deeper than what I was planning on it going, and I'm so okay with that, because that's the route I love to take.
I love it.
Because it's so much. And like I said, I enjoyed seeing the layers that you had today, Bree. That was really
Yeah.
good. I liked it. That I appreciate you being authentic with us today. Tell them
Oh,
where they can find you at on all social medias, how we can stay connected to you, Miss Bree.
for sure. Everything at Coaching with Bree. That's everything. That's all. What you see on the screen is Instagram,
Okay,
Facebook,
you got it on there. Okay, I like
Twitter.
that. Y'all see what she has. Y'all screenshot that or whatever. That's Instagram. That's Facebook. That's all of those. Y'all connect with her. She's doing great things here in Tulsa and also around the globe. I'm speaking that into existence because I already know that she's on Instagram, so that means she's touching people all over the globe. You guys, with
Yeah.
her, with the financial coaching she's doing right now, and just her as a person, as an individual, she just brings so much light and energy into rooms. We did a breakfast the other day too, and it was super early, and I'm not a morning person, but she was in there so energetic, she woke me right up. So I
I'm such
enjoyed
a
it.
morning person.
Girl, I was asleep. I was dragging, but you came in with a big old personality, and you left me no choice but to get on up and get with the program, because I'm definitely an extrovert, and I was trying to pretend like I was an introvert so people would know that I was sleepy, and
I'm like,
she
oh
woke
girl,
me
you gonna
up.
talk to me.
What'd you say?
I was like, oh girl, you gonna talk to me.
Right. I was really in there trying to be dead. I was so sleepy. My baby had me up to 4 o'clock. And the thing was
Oh,
at 9, or whatever. And she came in as a ball of fire and woke me right up out of my seat. And
I
I
love
thank you
it.
for that.
That's my job.
Because I wasn't having it that morning.
I love it. See,
But
that means
anyway,
that means
I
I'm
really
doing what I'm
appreciate you
supposed
coming on the
to.
show. We thank you. And I'm definitely going to have you back when I start talking about the vow because I want you to explore a little bit more what you said on identity with these ladies because I feel like they need to hear some more from you. So I
Okay.
definitely want to have you back, hopefully, when we get the vow started back up. Miss Tiffany said, I love this. Maya
Oh,
said,
thank
always
you.
loved a good read. Um, and Miss Lulu said, right, get what you want, girl. Go shopping. Girl, I gift myself all the time. I don't look at the gift. I just be like, oh, let me get some of those. Okay. I just
Hey.
wanted to let you know people talking to you. Anyway,
Oh, I
y'all
love it.
follow her on all social medias. Y'all blow her up on Instagram. Get on there, follow her, like, and do all of that. Make sure she's going forward with what she's doing. And we'll see her back, hopefully, for the vow in a couple of months. So thank you again, Miss Bree.
Thank
You have a good
you.
evening.
You too. Thank you.
Uh-huh, you too.
Bye.
All right, ladies, thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week at 7 o'clock right here on Girl Talk Inc. on our Facebook page and the group, and also on YouTube. So you guys check us out on YouTube as well. All right, y'all have a good night. Thank you.